Hey family, welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Cutnice50 and this is one-on-one with Cutnice50. Today we got a little bit of nutritional news. Somebody just sent me a post about this Listeria outbreak and it's including in Georgia. So I want to go ahead and cover some stats for that. I just did a report yesterday about Kellogg's and the food babe, her protest and her petition that she got started with that about the food dyes and everything else. But if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. You already know a little bit about my background, law enforcement, 13 plus years as a certified sports nutritionist, health and wellness advocate. So that's real passion to me, but I just wanted to go ahead and get back on this topic right here. Put some of these pictures right here. But this Lister outbreak, this is the guy right here. I had seen the post, and it was just horrible when I see stuff like this. So we went ahead and went to Google just to see what they can say about it. I'm gonna go ahead and put these two pictures right here up. But Georgia was one of the 13 states affected by this Lister outbreak linked to deli meats in 2024. Number of people affected, 2 people in Georgia were affected. Number of deaths, no deaths were reported in Georgia at this time of this record. And you already know the number's going to increase, more and more recalls. So when they get all the stats and data, we'll figure that out. But the recall was Boar's had recalled over 7 million pounds of deli meat, including products sold under the Old Country brand. Symptoms will include vomiting, nausea, headaches, diarrhea, muscle and joints aches. Risk groups, pregnant women, children under 2, and people over 60 are at high risk of serious illness or death. So be mindful of that. Check your symptoms. Go get checked out. If you do eat the boar's head meat and whatever the deli meats and stuff like that. But I think I seen it when they said some of the stores was Publix, Aldi, and Walmart. And I know a lot of my people who I know shop at these stores. I shop at Lidl or Little, however they want to pronounce it, but I think it's the brother of Aldi, even though I don't eat meat, but I just got to be mindful of that. But let's go ahead and continue. Prevention to prevent contamination, clean and sanitize refrigerators and other surfaces that may have come into contact with deli meat. Avoid eating deli meat unless it's been heated until it steams or reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, when I think myself personally, when I think of deli meat, I used to think of that's the best meat options they get is sliced. They normally take care of the products that they're doing. And it's a little bit, I think, more expensive than just going ahead in the stores and buying your regular meat. That's my own perception of it. But share yours. Let me know what you think. Do you know anything about this Listeria outbreak? Do you shop at Walmart, Publix, or Aldi? Do you eat the boar's head or country, or what is country, the Old Country brand that's having these recalls from the meat? Like I say, it's multi-states. The numbers are increasing. I think the Georgia Public Broadcasting, this August 29, 2024, 9 people have died in connection to the Lister outbreak. So like I said before, these numbers is going to wrap up. We don't know all the stats yet, but just go ahead and look it up, Google it, check it out. And the concerns on this one, I hear the Georgia Public Broadcasting, I'm seeing in there, concerns are affecting salads, wraps, frozen meals, and more. But I'm not going to go into that. I just want to hop on here real quick just so we can cover some of this. If y'all know about it, like I said, went ahead to the CDC site just to see what they say about it. And they went about this Listeria active investigation. So it said when 2 or more people with the same illness form the same contaminated food or drink, the event is called a foodborne disease outbreak. The list of the page primarily represent multi-state foodborne outbreak investigations involving Listeria. In the last 2 years, where CDC was the lead public health agency. So for complete listing of reported outbreaks, please use the National Outbreak Reporting System, which is the NORS dashboard. So if you want to find out what these outbreaks is, y'all go to the National Outbreak Reporting System, NORS dashboard, and you can look up all the outbreaks. Or you can go to the CDC website, and then you can just click the tabs in there. But public health officials investigate outbreaks to control them so more people do not get sick, and to learn how to prevent similar outbreaks happening in the future. So active outbreak investigation, Listeria outbreak linked to meat sliced at delis. And that's August 28, 2024. Previous outbreak investigations were listed outbreak linked to queso, fresco, and cottage cheese. That's February 2024. Peaches, Listeria outbreak linked to peaches, nectarines, and plums. Boy, I tell you, that's November 23. Listeria outbreak linked to ice cream. Boy, soft serve ice cream. Oh, we can't eat nothing. You can't eat your fruit. You can't eat the ice cream. You can't have your cheese or your meats. But now you go ahead down and say Listeria outbreak linked to leafy greens, 2023, a multi-state outbreak on the list of greens. Now Listeria outbreaks linked to enoki mushrooms. That was 2022. So pretty much everywhere we go around the board, unless you go into local farms and stuff like that, it's outbreaks in the cheese, the fruit, the veggies. What can you do? But what else is together here? Some other cheese linked to brie and Camembert cheese 2022. Now, if you don't know anything about these, I'm gonna put the full links in the description for these articles so y'all can check it out for yourself. The first Listeria outbreak that I read was off of Google. So you just Google Listeria outbreak Georgia, and then you can go ahead and pull that one up. But this article from the CDC, I will have this in there so you can check some of these brands out for yourself. See if you actually eat it. I think this Big Aloft Creamery, and it was located in Florida. Outbreak linked to brie and Camembert cheese 2022. But this one I see is vanilla ice cream, and it had it in there. There's an outbreak linked to ice cream June 2022. So hopefully that stuff like that done changed so far, but it's just sad to see that we can having all these outbreaks one after another, and not just deli meats, not just the bacteria. I think we just had a water advisory in multi-states, gas leaks and stuff like that in Georgia. 2024 is crazy all around the world. We all know that, but just be mindful that you got to increase your immunity, take your health a little bit more serious. Exercise, get fit. You got to build up your immune system. That's why one of the reasons I became a certified nutritionist. That's one of my passions. After being a trainer, probably 20 something years, I wanted to, it probably was earlier than that, but I wanted to be the best. Whatever I do, I want to try to be the best or one of the best that I can be in whatever craft that I'm doing. So I figured, you're doing the training, you also want to end up doing the nutrition, because that's going to affect the body, how people operate, how they can get healthy. And then you can determine if they're being hindered or they're hindering themselves by what they eat. So that's one of my own personal reasons why I became a nutritionist. And then going down that rabbit hole, I started learning that the foods that we eat here is way totally different than the foods we eat abroad. And when I came back from overseas after being gone for years, my body actually rejected it. And I kind of gave up meat. I ain't ate pork in 30 some plus years. But I never was a big pork eater, but I still can taste the bacon. So I know that stuff like that is more horrible than anything out there in my eyes. But, you got to do what you got to do, but be mindful. I do recommend just going to eating from local farms if you're going to be a meat eater. Trusting the source that you can have besides all these middlemen. We generally trust all the big brands, but if y'all seen the last episode that I did about the food babe and forever chemicals and all these big brands that was in them, like Kellogg's and the dyes and the harm that they cause our bodies. Not to mention these processed meats which are considered or classified as level 1 carcinogens. If y'all know anything about that, make sure you Google it. But we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. If y'all want me to keep doing nutritional updates on these stuff like this, I can. And they're plenty serious about the stuff that's going on in our foods and the causes that they do for you when it comes to the sodium bicarbonate and everything else that's in most of the foods that we eat and drink each and every day. From, I think I did a lemon juice extract and all these, what we call it, these preservatives that they put in what they do to your body. It was horrible, but I'm not going to ramble on with that. I just want to hop on here real quick. show this out there. Let me know if you like this, if you know anything about this outbreak. If you know somebody else, take care of yourself. If they're doing vomiting, diarrhea, stuff like that, make sure you're getting plenty of water so you won't dehydrate your body. Exercise, stay fit, detox your body if you can. And seek medical attention, man. Always, especially with stuff like this, because it can be deadly and fatal in some people based on your own immune system and your fitness level and your health. So check it out for yourself. I have the full link in the description below. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. And with that, we out.